going on, everyone? It's Jaclyn, and in today's video, girl, you won't believe the drama. Oh, honey, are you ready for this drama, girl? Okay, now, I know what you're gonna say. Oh my gosh, another Jaclyn Hill video. I just can't wait. So, it has been less than 24 hours, or maybe just about 24 hours by the time you're watching this video, and the census are in. I put up a poll in my last video regarding Jaclyn Hill. Here's what y'all had to say. Very interesting tea. So I was very shocked when Jaclyn Hill uploaded her YouTube video. Was not expecting it, but I didn't know the direction it was gonna go. And from reading people's comments, from judging what I'm seeing on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube comments, it seems that people are still not buying Jaclyn Hill's response. She even showed receipts. And people are still finding issues with that. So regardless, Jaclyn Hill, I think, is still canceled. I don't know what's going on. I feel like she lip-synced for her life and people just didn't even care. People don't want to believe Jaclyn Hill. They feel like she's a liar. They feel manipulated. They feel like she's not telling the truth. Now, this is very important. This is very interesting tea. Primero impacto exclusivo, because Marlena, if you don't know who that is, she is a CEO of her own brand, Makeup Geek Cosmetic, and she's not just another woman complaining about Jaclyn Hill. No, this is someone who knows Jaclyn Hill personally, well, knew her personally in the past, worked with her, they hung out, and at one time used to be friends. So here you have Jaclyn Hill's ex-friend, or you can even call him best friend, ex-best friend, ex-boss, however you want to say it. And I say ex-boss because they were supposed to work on a pilot together. That didn't happen due to creative differences. That's what I like to say. But here you have someone, an industry insider, who owns your own makeup brand, which is good makeup, by the way, and knew Jaclyn Hill personally, finally has come out and spoke. So I want to show you the clip, but I will say this: Marlena is very, very detail oriented, type of woman who like dots her I's, crosses her T's. She's very that. But this is why I found it very interesting too, because she's not just sitting up there, oh girl, Jaclyn Hill, let me tell you, she's canceled the house. Why? I don't know. Everyone's saying she's canceled, so she must be canceled. It's nothing like that. Important piece of this Jaclyn Hill drama, because she knew her personally. She's a makeup owner, CEO, and she knows some industry insight tea. So I feel like this is not just another person just ranting and raving. No, this is like the official complaint. Okay. Anyway, so I'm going to show you the video of Marlena talking about the drama. It's a very, very long video. I'm not going to put the entirety of it. I'll put you the main part, and then we'll talk after. So here we go.
Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let's get into it.
I want to do a couple disclaimers first as well, that I know I've been very vocal on Twitter, and I know in the last year, because I've had a lot that on my mind. I still haven't even said everything that I wanted to say in big picture. And I just kind of held it in. I've had 11 years of being in this YouTube community, and I've stayed... Why am I already getting emotional? I've stayed very quiet on stuff because I didn't want to be dramatic. I don't enjoy drama. I hope you all realize that. I hope you can not just listen to what I'm saying now, but watch my behavior over the last 11 years to say that I have not made patterns of being in drama. I know I've been involved in it a bit more. I will insert myself into drama if it's something I feel very passionate about, or if it's something that I feel like I genuinely have knowledge behind the scenes of information that people out there do not have, and I feel that I have a right to speak on. I've been very vocal on this one, not because I wish Jaclyn anything at all. I don't know if she'll see this video. Jaclyn, if you are watching it, I do not wish you any ill will. We've known each other for many years. We've always been kind to each other. We did have a friendship at one point. I don't harbor any resentment, even after many things that happened. I never once had wished ill will or had spoken poorly of her as a person. My issue right now is about the situation itself, not about her as a person. And again, I want her line to be very successful. So anyways, with all that being said, let's open up for comments for you guys to talk to me personally, to ask me questions on anything that you want. And then when we're ready, I will give one of the chemists a call. I have Ashley from Molecular Makeup today. She has her master's degree in chemistry, and she's working on her PhD right now, and she'll tell her bio for you as well. And I have Morgan, who is a chemist that I've recently worked with. I actually just saw her a month ago to work on projects, and I just got lab samples from some work that she's done, and she does amazing work. She's a sweetheart. That lab does not want to be associated with anything in this video because they have to perfect themselves. And they don't want to be involved in drama, but Morgan, wow, lady, thank you. Morgan has been willing to speak out, but none of the associations and everything, nothing that we're talking about today has anything to do with labs that they work with. Myself with Makeup Geek, this is on my personal channel. This is coming from me, Marlena, as a person. Whew, disclaimer's done. Okay. Question from Stephanie. Do you believe that they should be reported to the FDA? I think that they should be tested first, honestly, to see truly what is going on. We all, myself and many other professionals in the industry, do feel that there is something legitimately wrong with them, but we can't say for certain 100%. We can say we really do think it is this, but until they're tested, I think once it's confirmed that they're what it is, then be reported to the FDA. That's just my personal thing. So what do you think those fibers are? I truly don't know. Fibers, I want to confirm as well, because I know Talia put up an article kind of bringing up the point like, hey, I've seen a lot of things. This is normal. This isn't. Fibers in general, if they're sitting on top of a lipstick, they're not ideal, but it is common. It can happen. We've had those on ours, and I have a statement coming out to kind of explain that and refer to that too. It's not the fibers that's concerning everyone behind the scenes. It's the combination of the fibers with the black hairs, with the long hairs inside of the lipstick, not just sitting on top, and the black spots and the balls inside. There's so many different things. It's like, what is in this cake batter going on in here? And that's honestly what's concerning. It's not just the fibers. We can't say what the fibers are. It could be lint from a worker's jacket. It could be just airborne lint. It's pretty common to have that. It could be, you know, sprouts of something, a mold or fungus. We don't know until it's tested. So it is hard to say. So do you think the products are expired? I personally do think that, just because I've known from behind the scenes of the timing of when the lipsticks were starting to be worked on. I've seen her statements on Twitter saying it back in 2017 that they were ready to go. And unless these were remade, which I don't think was the case, then I do feel that they are expired, at least to some extent. But I can't say 100% for certain. I wasn't there in production when it was happening. So do you agree with Jaclyn staying quiet? I don't. I'm really disappointed in that. I still love her. And it's hard to, was not expecting it emotional. I don't want to attack her as a person, but her being quiet is an issue. So sorry. Ooh, was not expecting a line for that. Do you think her line can bounce back from this? I hope so. But she has to prove honesty. That's what is so frustrating for me. And that's why I've been so vocal for the last year to speak out with some things against Jaclyn, because it wasn't about her. It's about the dishonesty. I feel like there's been a pattern of dishonesty, and I know that it's happening to not damage, you know, her reputation of products that she's working on. But at the end of the day, we all have to be responsible for stuff. I make mistakes. I've put out crappy, you know, products. We had sparklers that that they were messy when you open them, and we're like, look, we're sorry. Here's a partial refund. If you're really unhappy, let's refund you. We have to own up to it, and I've effed up. Everyone has. But just be honest about it, especially if there's any possibility that people's health are at stake. That's the only thing. So, can you clear up the batch code thing? Generally, each product that you have, if they make a batch and different colors as well, will have a different code. When I get even R&D samples, research and development samples, which I have downstairs on my desk, but I'll get lab samples, each color will have a special code for that. Each lab does it differently, so I cannot speak on how they do it, but to have one batch code for multiple colors, I have not seen before. So, would you call her personally? I wouldn't at this point, only because I've contacted Jaclyn the end of last year, and our last correspondence was the end of last year, and I had told her, like, I loved that she did a giveaway at Christmas time, but after that, I won't speak to her personally right now because of the dishonesty, but it doesn't mean that I'm sitting here angry or hate her or anything like that. I just feel like if I did talk to her, that I don't feel I would get truthful answers, honestly. And I hate to say that. And I'm not trying to bash at all. So what is the top lab in the USA? I can't speak on lab names. It's a protection of privacy, and they're very, very careful to make sure that that their names don't come out, because they work with many major clients. If a company works with a lab, they don't work with just us, they work with many others, and they have a business and a reputation maintained, so I can't say their names. So, I just got ColourPop blush sticks. It looked like lint. It seems common. Yes. How do we know what is safe? I think if you see fibers that are just on top, and they're small and it does look like lint, maybe scrape off that top layer and see. If you kind of inspect it, pull up the lipstick tube. Hold on, let me grab one for you guys to say. Okay. So if I'm going to pull up a lipstick tube and I say, okay, does this have fibers on it? Sorry, this is very used, but so if it's a slimline or whatever, and I see fibers on the top, I'm like, okay, it looks kind of fishy. Let me take a butter knife. Let me cut off that little top lip just to be sure. But if you have any questions in your mind that it just something doesn't feel right, kind of smell it. If it doesn't smell fresh, if it smells a bit rancid, that could be another sign. Lift it up and look and see. Like I'm lifting up a iconic lipstick and I'm saying, okay, does this look like there's other stuff in there? Are there fibers coming out per se? And you just have to inspect it and kind of see. If you feel like there's any question in your mind at all and you just got that lipstick, it hasn't been sitting in your drawer for a while, contact the company. Most companies will say, I'm so sorry, let's get you a new one if you feel unsafe about it. So that's all. You just have to inspect it and be careful. What do you think the fibers, holds, and beads are? The beads, when they're cut open like that, it's such a huge mystery. People are saying it looks like plastic. I don't have the lipstick in person to see. I have seen that with a product that we formulated. I have it out to show you guys. This isn't the actual one. This was a R&D sample. It wasn't full production. And our production of these did have plastic in there. It did have a lot of contamination issues, so we never sold them, and that's what they look like. I don't have them any in here. At first I thought it was bits of plastic in there because that's what people are saying, but they're exact balls and they're hollow in the inside. I can't speak on that. I would defer to a chemist to talk about. So yeah. Can you give your perspective on her packaging having the same address as Morphe products? I have not seen that. I don't know if maybe they're helping her.
Oh my gosh. Okay, are you back? Oh my gosh. Let me go ahead and set this contour because that drama just cracked my contour, girl. I think Marlena spoke very professionally. I think she was very respectful about her relationship with Jaclyn Hill. She didn't go on there and drag her through the mud. What I found interesting though is when she said, the last time I spoke to her was around Christmas time. I said she was doing good with her giveaway for Christmas stuff. And then the takeaway for me was, I just don't want to reach out to Jaclyn Hill because she said, even if I was to reach out to Jaclyn Hill, I don't know if I would get the truth. So she said, even if I was to reach out to Jaclyn Hill and speak to her, I don't know if I would even get the truth. Something like that, don't quote me, but she said something, that's what my takeaway. And I was like, wow. Jaclyn Hill probably changed a lot since they used to be friends, girl. But I will say this, I want to be fair to Marlena and the whole drama. It's a 1 hour long film. And I'll put the link down below. I believe YouTuber Drama Investigator has the entire clip. So if you want to watch the entirety of it, you can click it and watch it. I don't want to just I just don't want to put pieces of it so it makes Marlena look bad in a certain way. So if you want to watch for its entirety, link down below. But I feel overall she was respectful and she spoke from the heart. The fact that she got on there and got very emotional, I was shook by it. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that. I feel like she's in a way still hurt, I don't know. I don't want to speak on it or whatever, but I just kind of feel like for her to get on camera and talk about the Jaclyn Hill lipsticks and almost tear up, maybe there's something underlying there that she maybe needs closure, or I don't know. But she seems like a nice person, and I like that she's very active in the beauty community. And this is a person who owns her own brand. So anyways, I digress about all that drama. And she's not problematic. You hardly ever see her up in the drama, you know? But so for her to speak out now, it was really, is all I really got to say about that. But guys, if you like the video, smash that like button, comment, rate, subscribe. If you don't like the video, send it to your haters, so when they watch it, they lost 10 minutes of their life. They'll never get back, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.